Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at a starter slash budget EDC kit that I've put together. Where this is really a budget EDC kit, the items that I've chosen favor a cheap price over quality, but I've tried to maintain as much functionality as I could in my picks. In this kit, I really wanted to go with the bare bones essentials to your typical EDC kit. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, obviously for starters, we need a knife. Next, we're going to have some sort of flashlight, a key organizer, some sort of pen and paper, and lastly, of course, we need a wallet on hand. Where this whole setup is around the $100 range in Canadian dollars. Obviously, we're not going to be including a phone in this setup, pretty much assuming that almost everyone out there already has one of those. Let's jump into the items, but first, water. Item number one, the knife. Keeping in mind that I did say that we were favoring a cheap price over something that was really nice and fancy, quality, all that stuff. This is the very hefty pocket multi-tool and knife from QuntionSt. This thing is over 1.25 inches wide. It measures almost 1 inch thick. And when the blade is out, it measures just over 7.5 inches long. Now, being that this thing is a multi-tool as well as a knife, it has 12 items in one. Obviously, we have the main one being obviously the blade, but we also have a set of pliers, an always important bottle opener, and the part that I think is actually pretty neat, we have a screwdriver bit adapter that works with the 9 accompanying bits. This thing is not very comfortable to hold. It's bulky, it's heavy, it's very ugly. Nobody really wants to be seen with this thing, but on the bright side, you can get all of this for the low price of only $25. Next up, we have our flashlight. Following along the same theme as being cheap but practical, we have this Olight i3E EOS flashlight that is only $14. This bad boy runs on a single AAA battery and lasts up to 70 minutes. This thing is super lightweight and measures a massive 6 centimeters long, and it's got this key ring on the end of it, so it's perfect size if you want to just tack it onto your key ring. For the key organizer, I went with none other than QuntionSt with their QuntionSt Flex, and this thing is also only $14. According to QuntionSt, you can fit around 8 keys in this thing. I personally tried it myself, and I can only get around 4 of them to work kind of well. So I'm not really sure exactly how they're getting 8 keys, but if you want to give it a shot, I mean, all the power to you. But I've actually been using this thing for the past couple of weeks, and honestly, I really love it. The small footprint makes it very easy to just slide right into your pockets, and because your keys are nice and tucked in here, key jingling doesn't exist with this thing. Moving on to pen and paper. I chose this absolute weapon of a pen. It's the STWM Mini Titanium pen. $17 for this thing, and I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, Seb, I thought you were going with cheap. You could just kind of throw in a Bic pen and that would do the job. Well, I don't really know what to tell you. I just really love this thing. When I saw the pictures on Amazon, I just kind of knew I had to have one. This thing is about the size of the QuntionSt key holder, and it is just over the size of the flashlight. It has a key ring hole on the tip of it, so if you wanted to slide this thing onto your keys, you have the ability to do so. This thing uses a J-hook mechanism, so you just kind of flick this J right into place and the pen is ready to write. And honestly, for $17, you get this pen, but you also get a free fidget toy out of it. I've been playing with this thing just at my desk on work days, and it keeps me busy. I really like it. You guys should give it a shot. For the notepad, we have the Write in the Rain all-weather notepad. Now, in theory, you can write with this thing in the rain, but it has to be matched with one of their pens, or if you're writing with crayons or pencils, it won't work with your typical ink pen. Since the pen that I picked is just a normal pen, unfortunately, you can't write in the rain with this thing, but I mean, for a couple extra dollars, you could very well upgrade your setup to an actual Write in the Rain pen. That way there you have that much more flexibility with your setup. And with this thing being only $10, you get 50 pages. You can write on both sides. I think this is a really nice addition. You just throw this in a bag and you're ready to go. You can kind of write down all of your ideas. Moving on to the last item in our kit, we have the Volkit card holder. This thing is RFID protected because it's made out of metal. You've got room for 5 cards on the actual slot, and you have this mesh-like material. It's kind of elasticized. You can fit a couple other cards in here, or if you guys carry cash, you can tuck that nicely in there and it won't really go anywhere. This one in particular comes in at $25, but if you feel that you need a little bit more space, they do make one with 2 slots, so you get 2 of these slots up top, so 5 cards in each, plus you get some of these mesh slots as well. And I believe the last time I looked at that one, it's an extra $10, so you're looking at around 35 bucks for that one. And as a bonus item, if you have some extra money to spend, I couldn't finish off this video without something to carry all of your items. So of course I went with something that was kind of on the budget side. This here is a TomTalk storage pouch. So on the inside, you have a big pouch and a couple of smaller organization pouches. So you have more than enough space to put all of these items in here. You can organize them exactly how you want. Your phone can go in here, the notepad, everything fits kind of nicely. And you can just zip this thing up, throw it in your bag, and you're ready to head out for the day. But if this thing isn't enough for you, I have another option. This one is a little bit pricier. This one is also by TomTalk. This is an official sling. In this thing, you get 3 much larger pockets. You have a designated key holder. You have some smaller pockets in here. In the main pocket, the advertising pictures show that it fits a Nintendo Switch. So if that's how you roll in your EDC setup and you have a Nintendo Switch, by all means, throw it in this thing, but you can most certainly fit everything and more inside this pouch and be more than comfortable. This thing kind of doubles as the backpack, so you just wear this on your person throughout the day and you're all set. So that there was 6 items that make a pretty solid starter EDC kit. It's nothing really all that fancy, but for $100, it gives you a pretty solid starting point. You have all the items and you can start using them, and you can start kind of looking around and shopping around for some things that you might want next. So you can use the items that you already do have as kind of a guide into what you'd be looking for in your next upgrade. Maybe you love the wallet and you want to go with an all black setup, or maybe you've fallen in love with the pen and you want to go with something all titanium. Hell, if you hate every single item in this EDC setup kit, at least you have items that are there to kind of guide you, and you can scrap all of them and get whatever you want. That's gonna be all for me today, guys. I've left links to all of the products that I've mentioned in this video. They're gonna be in the description. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs up if you hated it, please, and subscribe to the channel for more EDC content. I will catch you guys in the next video.